Hello everyone, this is the Mining Geologist and I'm back again with another very exciting and very informative tutorial. We're looking at the open source and the free software QGIS again because we can't get enough from this amazing software. There's a lot of things that you can do with this software, and I really advise people who are working with ArcGIS and they're paying a lot of money to start rethinking that and look at this amazing software that can solve plenty of problems actually, whether it is related to GIS, remote sensing, mining, geology, cartography, you name it. So there's plenty of things that you can do in this software. That's why I tend to use it a lot, and it's actually my favorite software when it comes to all of this kind of processing related to GIS. So in this video, I wanted to share with you something really simple, but sometimes it could be effective. You will find a way to apply this one, but let me just give an example. It is for mining engineers and geologists, which is drill hole planning. So sometimes, like if you're going to do drill and blast, or if you want to go and do some choose like some places for drill holes, some locations in which you want to go and do some drill holes, and you want these locations to have like the same spacing, like every 10 meters, for example. In that specific location you are going to do a drill hole, or let's say every 100 meter or so on. So you don't have to do that manually. So let's say that you have an area and you want to generate a bunch of points with irregular spacing, and you want to calculate the x and y coordinates for these, and then probably give them to the surveyor, and they're gonna just go and drill in these specific locations. So that's something that can be done in QGIS or GIS softwares. Okay, that's what I'm going to be showing you here today. But before we dive into that, please, if this is the first time that you see this channel or you see my videos, make sure to subscribe, because that's the content that I publish in this channel. If you're not sure about that, go and check the channel and you'll notice that that's exactly the content that I'm publishing here related to mining engineering, geology, and geoscience in general. So that's the channel for this channel is for you. So please subscribe and like this video if you like it, of course, or if you find it helpful. So let's dive in without further ado. So let's choose a location, and let me go to one of my favorite locations here in Australia. So let me go, and this is actually the super pit, and let me just go and choose a location here, just a random location. Let's say that we're interested in doing some drill holes in this location, and what we need to do is, first of all, we go to layer and then create layer. We are going to just create a random polygon, and we're going to fill that polygon with regularly spaced points. These are basically our drill holes. So this is just a way of generating regularly spaced points, but it could be applied to anything. It could be for civil engineering, it could be for other purposes. Please, if you have something in your mind, let me know in the comments below. How are you going to apply this, or any ideas that came to your mind when seeing this kind of trick? So let's go and create a layer, and let's go and create a temporary scratch layer. You can go and create a shapefile layer. The difference between this one and this one, we've already covered that in I guess in previous tutorials, but the temporary scratch layer is going to be saved in the memory. So if I go and close QGIS, we are going to lose the data. And if I go and choose a new shapefile layer, basically the software is going to ask me where to save that shapefile layer. So it's going to be saved in the system, and if I save the project, or if I close it, that shapefile is going to be saved somewhere, so I'm not going to lose that. So let's go with the temporary scratch layer, since this is just something to show you how it works and I need that to be done fast. So let's call this maybe area of interest. This is probably the area of interest where I'm going to do these drill holes. The geometry is going to be a polygon, of course, because we need to digitize a polygon. You need to specify the coordinate system, the right one that you're using. So let me go and click on OK and leave it by default. And I go to here, make sure that this you toggle the editing mode, so you will be able to digitize over this one. By the way, if you notice this one here, this means that it's actually temporary scratch layer. If you click on this one, you will save it and it's gonna be a permanent layer. So just keep that in your mind. If you guys are really interested in QGIS or these kind of things, go and check my website geotrainings.com and you will find a bunch of trainings here. They're pretty cheap and there's a ton of information in there and you'll get a ton of benefits. And if you think you don't want to just buy each one of these alone, you can go to courses bundle and go then to all courses, and you can see that you can buy actually all the courses on the website at that current time by just $99, and you will get all the courses in my website. I guess that this is cost effective, and this is the best way to do this. And I keep on updating these courses and adding more courses based on your needs. So I already have a QGIS course. If you're interested, go and check that out. So this is the area of interest. Let's go and digitize the polygon in here. So let's say that we want to create some drill holes in here, and let me go and just right click to finish digitizing. And this is actually basically the area of interest. Then we have this script here. If you go and search for regular points, you'll find that this script's inside vector creation. Basically, we are creating a new vector, which is a point vector, and we click on that, and then the extent of the points that are going to be generated, they're going to be we are going to use actually the extent of that area of interest. Basically, the extent is it's going to use the x min, x max, y min, and y max. So basically it's going to be like some sort of a square here, and the software is going to generate all around these, around this inside this square a bunch of points. So there will be some points outside this area of interest, and we'll see how we actually going to get rid of that. So in this case, let's say we want every 5 meters, so we're gonna invest some money and make a drill hole every 5 meters. So use point spacing. Okay, leave that by default, and this is the coordinate system, and let's click on run. And you can see, like I mentioned before, it's taking the minimum y or minimum and maximum x and so on, and we have these actually the extents of our area here. Okay, so we've generated a bunch of points, but you can see that some of them are actually outside the area of interest. And here comes the second operation that we're going to do, which is basically clipping. You just go to this one and search for clip. So we are going to be clipping that that layer with the area of interest, and we just run this, and you can see now we have, if we hide these, you can see now we only have these points with irregular spacing inside that area of interest. Okay, if we go to the attribute table, you can see that we have a bunch of IDs in here, and we've basically generated about 346 points. Let's say that we want to create or to calculate the x and y coordinates for these. So we just toggle editing and we go to the field calculator. So what are we going to do now? We are going to create a new column here. That column is going to be called x. And basically, since we're talking about some precise coordinates, we need these to be decimal numbers, so real numbers. Okay, we want just 3 after the you know 3 decimals, so this is going to be the precision. And then basically what you can do is you do the dollar mark and then X, and you can see in the preview here, so for example, if you leave just only the dollar mark, it says expression is invalid. So you know that your expression is valid when you have like an output preview or an example. So this is going to be our X in here. Let's go and click, and you can see we've calculated the X. We are going to do the same exact thing with the Y. We call this Y, and this is going to be the decimal number, and do the dollar mark and Y, and you can see that this is basically our Y. So some of you might be asking, what if I want this in a different, you know, coordinate system? Then all you have to do is to change the canvas. So basically each one of these layers actually have a coordinate system, but they are displayed here. So if you just hover in here, you can see the coordinates. These are the coordinates of the canvas, not the layer, okay? So you can change the canvas here to a different coordinate system, the one that you want. And when you are going to calculate these coordinates, they're going to be calculated based on the canvas. So that's a way to do that. Then it's just easy as exporting this. If you go to right click and export save feature as, and you can export that as a comma separated values, give them to your surveyor and let him enjoy his work. Basically that's a lot of points in here, so he's gonna have some hard time. And that's it for this quick tutorial. I hope it was informative for some of you. Please let me know in the comments below if you have any ideas to use this simple trick in QGIS, or if it was helpful or not. And I'm always happy to answer all of your questions. So that's it for this video, and see you in another one.